Hey there, welcome to Jam with Alice Talk Show, and I'm your host, Alice. I couldn't be more excited or thrilled to kick off an incredible new season for 2025. Get ready for hot topics, hilarious skits, fabulous giveaways. Y'all know I like to give stuff away, and a lineup of special guests that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Like tonight. Tonight, we are starting with the fabulous, beautiful women of Beyond Beautiful World pageant. And these are the winners, the 2025 winners. Okay. We're going to ask them a bunch of questions and just get to know them a little bit more and see what they're going to be doing for the rest of the year since they have their crowns. Okay. You won't want to miss not one single episode. So hit that subscribe button or the follow button. Okay. And join me for all this fun. Now, let's dive right into the show and bring the ladies on with us.
Chat with Alice, we're here to stay. Entertainment that blows you away. Lively moments, laughter on display. Join the excitement, hip hip hooray.
Hello, Queens. How you doing?
Hello.
Good evening, Alice.
I'm glad to have you here. I am so excited. And just so we can understand, I am Miss Sapphire 2021. I have my crown too. Don't leave me out. Y'all's a little bit bigger than mine. That's all right. But I'm the original. Okay. Let's not forget that. How about that?
Yes.
Happy New Year. How's everything going with you ladies?
We're doing
Good.
great. Happy New Year. Thank you for having us tonight.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
I am glad that you are here. I know you got to be excited. You had a wonderful end of the year, all right? Because I know the pageant was in November. I was there, so I know. And then the rest of the year, I know you got a lot of plans going on. So we're going to go right into the show and ask you a few questions to see how is it going for you, all right?
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Right.
All right. So what inspired you to enter the Beyond Beautiful World pageant? And how did you decide that this was the right opportunity for you?
So I'll go.
All right, we can start with one. Okay.
So my reason for joining the beauty pageant was that it just kind of aligned with how I've been feeling that you can be bold no matter your size, your color, none of that. You can just be bold. And it was just like, man, a beauty pageant for people that look like us. Okay, let's do it.
Well, Alice, I never even thought about ever participating in a beauty pageant. Miss Sapphire 2024, who is a great friend, sister of mine, introduced me to the idea. And at first I thought it was a prank. I'm like, where is Ashton Kushner? Am I being pranked? But I thought, at first I was terrified. I was truly terrified.
Really?
Like, could I do something like this? Could I actually be a queen? And then the more that I continued on this journey, I'm like, yes, girl, you can be a queen. You are a queen. And it gave me that extra confidence that, I was lacking. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that this will open a lot of opportunities for me. So I am so looking forward to this year.
I believe me, and I'm pretty sure the organization gonna have you busy, no doubt. So I didn't mention, but we're gonna go ahead and just back up a little bit, so the audience to know who I'm speaking with. So the Beyond Beautiful World Court, there are 4 winners, and this is for 2025. Miss Beyond Beautiful World, which couldn't be with us tonight, she could not be with us tonight. Beyond Beautiful World 2025 is Shawana Thomas. And then we have Ruby, Miss Ruby Beyond Beautiful World 2025, Kiara Thomas, which we're going to get into because that is a mother and daughter duo. So I'm definitely bringing them back because I need to see how that competition was going on with him, right? Who we have with us is Miss Sapphire, Beyond Beautiful World 2025, Aprell Fullerton. And then we also have Miss Emerald Beyond Beautiful World 2025, Davita Sauls. Yes, and these women were excellent. Look, when 2026 come up, if you want to see a fantastic I'm not going to say show because it wasn't a show. It was a production. You want to see a fabulous production, you need to definitely be there either online or in person. And I would say being in person would be much better than being online because these women did their thing. They came out looking beautiful. All right. And the talent was just like top notch. And I definitely like it. Davita,
Yes.
you being a mother of 4 or 6?
6.
6 children, managing multiple careers is incredible. How do you do it? How do you balance your life to do this beyond beautiful world and what you do with your family and still have a career to do that you have to contend with?
It is and was definitely a challenge. April could contest. I would be on some of the seminars and I would be cooking and giving baths. I have one for in the tub and another one in the kitchen. So it is definitely a challenge. But the one thing that keeps me grounded is time management. Time management. Time management. And I had to get there because I was not always there. Time management in my calendar. I keep a paper calendar. I know I should be using my phone since 2025, but I need to write it down. That's how I lock it in, and that's how I can push through and know that I have something to do. So it is not easy. It is a challenge, but it is so worth it because they see what I'm doing. And my daughter, I only have one daughter out of the 6.
Oh Lord.
And she just lights up, you know, when she see me thriving and striving, and mommy, can I help you? So
all right. Well, Miss April, how about you? How do you do everything that you do and still, because you're married, okay,
Yes,
you,
so
and you
I
still
am
got a career.
I'm a newlywed. I'm still a newlywed. So we're going on year 3 in June.
Oh yeah,
So
you
I
still
am
definitely a newlywed.
still a newlywed. So and then I am a mom of 3, but I have 2 adult children, and so I still have, we call him our man child. So I have an almost 16-year-old here. So how I do it, Alice, it's just making time for yourself. You know, as women, we wear a lot of hats.
Yes.
So, but I decided this is my time. It's my time. So I'm a queen. So I had to make sure that I made time for me and to do what I wanted to do, in addition to still being a wife and a mom.
Yeah. Now you say you just got married, right? Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right.
Yeah.
So for the girls is like me, it's never too late then. So you would
It's
say
never
that,
too
right?
late, Alice. Never.
All
Never
right.
too late. Yes.
I'm looking forward. All right.
It's like, if you want it, speak it. That's my philosophy. If there is something that you want, continue to speak it into existence and you'll
There
get
you
it.
go. There you go. As far as challenging, when you was in the, let's start with the competition, and you met other ladies that was there as well. How was it for the both of you? Was there support with all the ladies as you went through this competition?
absolutely. Absolutely. Uh Definitely pulling each other up, like, hey, you okay, you good. Even when we were getting dressed, we had the assistants in the back who were helping us, but even
Mm-hmm.
us, we were still like, okay, this is next, that's yours, you know, this, we was helping each other. So it never felt like a competition against each other. We collaborated, we helped each other, we worked it out.
How about yourself, April? April.
I have to piggyback on my sister Queen here. It
Mm-hmm.
never felt like a competition with these beautiful ladies. That's what you'll get in this pageant journey, is a sisterhood. As Davita said, we always held each other down. I mean, with practicing for our opening dance to the day of the pageant, as she mentioned, if one of us wasn't down there, we were, you know, trying to find, you know, each other. It was just, we just supported each other throughout the entire journey. And
And go
it
ahead.
was a journey. It was, you know, we all wanted to quit it at some point throughout this journey, but we supported each other and held each other down throughout the entire process.
And I think that's the best part. And I mean, when
Yeah.
I went through it through the first, even through the first year when I went through it, that was the best part, that all the women supported each other.
Yes.
right? It wasn't a
Yeah.
competition. We were
Absolutely.
there and we were
Yeah.
actually genuinely happy, for each other,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
I would have to chime in and say the past queens were actually helping us, like, hey, smile, do this, do that, So,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm just thankful that everybody was
Yeah.
there and was able to give an input and
Yeah.
assistance. The lady who helped me get dressed, I couldn't thank her enough.
Absolutely. And I believe one of the highlights of the day of the pageant is to see the former queens like you, Alice. I mean, and the support that you guys gave us. It was just phenomenal. I loved it. It was just a
I
beautiful experience. I will never forget it ever.
no, and I know. So with beauty pageants, and a lot of people downplay beauty pageants, right? They think it's just a bunch of airheads going across the stage in bikinis. Okay, what has been really, and when you talk to a lot of people, like, oh, I'm not doing that because they have to walk, and you don't have to do that in this pageant. This is what I love about it. You do what you feel comfortable in doing.
Yes.
But for you ladies, what has been the most rewarding experience or moment for you during your reign so far since you got crowned queen? All right, Miss Emerald and then Miss Sapphire.
Um, I think the so far, because it's so new for me, was actually
Hmm.
getting crowned. Because I was like, whew, I worked hard. Even if I don't win, I left it all on the stage. But when they called my name, the look on my family's face, and even me, I was just like, they called my name. So I think thus far, that has been the most exciting part for me. But I'm sure there'll be greater things to come. I really look forward to doing the events with Project Kennedy for sure.
Okay, all right, April.
The winning was a highlight, but I think the even though it's still new, we're just beginning our reign, but the recognition. I attend Trinity Church United on 95th, and it's the
Hmm.
recognition because they made an announcement of my win in church like a month ago. So you'll get hi queen. Even Pastor Moss, every time he sees me, he's like, gives me some wave. So I think
That's wonderful.
the recognition of just being a queen has been a great highlight and experience so far. But as Davita said, there's more to come.
It is most. And what's the one thing while we're talking about that, April? What's the one thing you hope to achieve during your time as a pageant winner
Yes.
that would leave a lasting impact?
Yes. So my advocacy, and I'll dive into that, is veterans. And so I hope to bring more awareness to the needs of veterans because I don't believe they get enough recognition for serving this country. So once my reign ends, I hope to bring more awareness to the needs of veterans out there.
Okay, Miss Emerald.
Um, I would have to say for sure, postpartum depression. Just bringing awareness to how a lot of women struggle in silence with after they give birth to babies, and they at such a vulnerable time in the woman's life and the child's life. So
Hmm.
definitely after my reign, just wanted to continue to shine light on that and the importance of following up and being honest on your when you taking those tests after you have your baby, when you take them to the doctor, just be honest and don't be afraid to tell how you're really feeling on there. uh and letting them know that they're supported. So that would be the legacy that I would want to keep pushing.
And saying that, Davida, what would you like to see change in how society supports the mothers, those particularly, since that's your advocacy, with postpartum depression?
Oh, definitely having more out there for them. Um, I know the postpartum is near and dear to me because I went through it. Okay, after six children, I went through it with my last, and it was just the domino, a compound effect of a lot of different things. But that's I never felt supported. I never felt supported. My doctor knew me for 15 years, and all she could tell me was take the medicine, take the medicine, take the medicine. Um, and just making sure that they have other options. if it's like bringing a partner to class with them so they know what to look for, things of that sort. The importance of them knowing that they are supported.
Well, and Miss Sapphire, and I guess I love saying that because that's me. Okay, Miss Sapphire, how about your advocacy? How you plan
Yes,
on
I
using the
know.
platform?
Yes. So for again, back to the veterans, that's a dear and near topic for me. Both of my
Mm-hmm.
parents are veterans. And so I am a member of the Benjamin O. Davis Post 311 in Richton Park. And I don't think that there are enough resources, or once our soldiers have served and then they come back home, I don't believe that there are enough resources, or they're given the resources that they need to live a normal life. As rich as this country is, there should not be one homeless veteran out there. The veterans should get the services they need for mental health. There is just not a lot, even for PTSD. I mean, a lot of our veterans suffer from that. My dad actually suffers from that. So I just don't, I want to be able to bring awareness and have veterans, know, or the resources, to where to go to get the services that they need.
Okay. And each of you, and I'm gonna ask the other ladies as well when they come on, do you have plans to get out there this year to support your advocacy, and how would you do that? What are your plans?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a couple people lined up that I want to reach out to, who are specific to postpartum depression, as well as my counselor. We have been
Mm-hmm.
talking about partnering and doing some things to bring awareness to it and lean more towards it. Um, so yeah, absolutely. I
April?
feel like it's imperative that I do that.
Yes, definitely. April?
Yes. So my plans, Alice, for each month is to do something for veterans. So, for an example, next month it's Valentine's Day. So I'm going to have an event. It'll be called like Love on the Veterans, where we'll have like a free breakfast for them, and some like
Mm-hmm.
goodie baskets that will have like toiletries. And then in March, because it's Women's Month, my goal is to interview some female veterans, like a podcast. And actually, I would love to partner with Miss Emerald, because I know veterans do suffer from PTSD, and I would love for Miss Emerald and myself to partner and do this podcast, and ask these female veterans some questions, about when they served, about how life is after, being in the army or whatever, line that they served in. And so that's my goal, is every month to basically whatever like a holiday is, gear it toward like something with veterans each month.
Oh, that
And I'm
sounds
down. I'm a phone
wonderful.
call away.
Okay.
That's right. There you go. That's that support that we're talking about there, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely,
All right, so
absolutely.
let's just jump on to the pageant side. Um, as again, I mentioned earlier, people think a pageant, beauty pageant, is something else. It's not. And then I love this pageant because it's not about what you look like on the outside. It's about actually what's on the inside of you.
Absolutely.
Can we agree on that? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
What would you
definitely.
say to someone who doubts their ability to pursue their dreams or make a difference in the world, as you ladies just did, because you just stepped out and never been in a pageant and you're here, right? So what would you say to someone who will want to do it and then maybe they're scared or they don't want to do it? They just can't do it. They can do it, they just don't want to.
Yeah. I would say get out your own head. Just
Mm,
do just do it. Have
yeah.
confidence in yourself. Speak positive to yourself. Me and my children say affirmations. Well, my two little ones, because I take them to school, but every morning we say affirmations on the way to school. And if we don't, my kids like, we didn't say our affirmations. So I just feel like, and it's crazy because they 3 and 5. And that let me know I got to speak life into myself like I do to them. So yeah, definitely speak life into yourself. Believe in yourself. You are worth it and you can do it.
And you know what, Davida, I think that is a wonderful thing because I just saw a video on social media and a father was doing affirmations with his child was sitting in the back and she was rounding them off one by one. All right. So I think that is really, really good to actually. I just also saw a video of a young, which I'm going to talk about on the show tomorrow, of a young boy. He has to be about probably 6. And he kept saying his skin is brown. My skin is brown. He's autistic. And he kept saying, my skin is brown. I'm black. My skin is brown. And I think his mom asked him, what do that mean? He said, it means I go to jail. And she said, no, don't say that. So affirmations, I think is really good. We have to really support our children as well. Yeah. So I think affirmations is good. Very, very good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Miss Aprell. So how about yourself?
I mean, we're our worst critics, right, ladies?
We are.
And so for myself, I doubted myself a lot entering, this pageant. And you have to believe, as Davita said, you have to believe in yourself first. And know that if you want something, yeah, it's a lot of work. And I'm not even gonna lie, this was a lot of work. It was a lot of soul searching as well. Davita, can you
Yes.
It was a lot. I mean, Rhea made you go deep, like within your soul. She made you go deep. But I love her, for that because she made me discover so many things within myself. And the first thing was, like the confidence and not being afraid. And I think once I stepped out on that stage, that confidence that shined, it just came through. I mean, it was spilling over. And so you just have to believe in yourself. So for those women that think that you can't, yes, you can. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do anything. So don't give up on yourself.
No, don't give up on yourself. I don't think anyone should give up on yourself. And it's never too late. Come on, we talk about Aprell and I are over 50 years old, and my first time doing a pageant in 2021, over 50.
Absolutely.
All right, Aprell.
Okay.
I'm not trying to tell your age, but
I'm 54. I'm not ashamed to tell my age.
Okay.
I'm a strong girl. Me neither.
I'm gonna say this too. I feel like this pageant was kind of part of my healing journey. It was definitely a stop on the station for my healing journey for sure.
Yes.
Because I mean, doing the Phoenix Rising, it was hard to even talk about it or to
oh my God.
It, right? Yeah. But then when you get out on the stage and you leave it all on the stage and you get it out there and people are you staring back at you, it's almost like something released from you. Yes. You release that weight that you've been internally holding on to all this time. Yes. And you got it out there. And somebody heard you and you helped somebody else and you don't even know it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes. I have a magazine called Just Me Magazine, and I always say, tell your story. Your story can save someone's life, but your story can also save your life. Yes. And just go back and listen to what I said. The story can save your life. Your story can save a life, but it can also save your life because you can't keep it in.
Correct.
You have to. Woof. Yes, ma'am. Oh, y'all getting deep here. All right. All right. For the ladies out there, how do you define beauty, and how does this definition influence you?
So I can go.
Okay.
Beauty is definitely not surface. It is more internal than it is external. Period. You can be the prettiest person in the room and have an ugly interior. That
part.
So my daughter tells me when I'm in the process of doing her hair, I'm ugly. No, you're not. Your hair does not define you. And I speak that to her. Look in the mirror. You are perfect. You are perfect. You are a sweetheart. So yeah, beauty is interior, not the physical that the world can see. It's what's in your soul.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to
April.
second that. Beauty is not skin deep. It's not what's on the outside, because you can have a beautiful person with such an ugly attitude. So I
Mhm.
believe is how you present yourself,
Right.
how you treat others is what makes a woman beautiful. It's not how she looks on the outside at all. It's what, again, how she presents herself and how she treats others.
And again, and I know people are like, why is she saying it again? But the Beyond Beautiful World pageant,
Yeah.
even when I started in 2021, right? It
Mhm.
was fantastic because it was all about what was on the inside of you, right?
Absolutely.
You know, um, I was on the stage and I think I did the ugly cry because I didn't think I was going to win, but I was happy for all my sisters that was up there. So I
Yes.
definitely did the ugly cry. I'm gonna grab a picture and I'll show y'all my picture. I was just like, oh, okay. But it was all about my sisters that was on the stage, and it was all about what was on the inside of them, right?
Yeah.
And again, I think one of you mentioned we helped each other,
Mhm.
you know, and it was all about community at that time. So yeah, it's all the beauty to me is what's on the inside of you,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
And one of you mentioned if you're ugly on the inside, there's no need of looking on the outside because nobody's really going to
Absolutely.
pay attention,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Totally agree. Yes.
Totally agree. If you could change, April, if you could change one thing about the pageant industry, what would it be and why?
If I can change one thing about the pageant. So
Hmm.
specifically our pageant?
Or any pageant, because they all pretty much run the same, but our pageant is actually kind of special because we actually care.
One thing I would change, I would just love to see more people compete in the pageant.
Hmm.
That's what more participation. Again, I love the queens that I was on this journey with, but it's such a beautiful experience. It's such life changing, and I just wish more women would decide to do it and compete. So I that's the one thing I would change is to have more women, compete in the
Yeah.
pageant. Yes.
Okay. Davita.
I really don't have nothing to change around it, but
But
I mean,
there's always a but.
for me, it was perfect. It was everything that I would ever
Was.
think
Yes.
it could be and beyond. It actually
Yes.
superseded my expectations for sure.
Absolutely.
Um, but I would have to definitely at more people, more people getting the word out there. Uh,
Hmm.
that that would be the only thing, just getting the word out there, and not, I guess you would have to convince them or sway them, or I don't know, but just let them know that, man, it's worth doing. It is
Yeah.
really worth doing.
I mean, Alice,
What?
it was as the Beatles, it was beyond my expectations. Of course, this was our first pageant, so I had no
Yeah.
idea what to expect except for what we rehearsed. The volunteers back there. I mean, I truly felt like a queen, like we were Miss USA competing. It was just, I mean, for being having our food served. I mean, it was just phenomenal. I can't even
Yes.
express how what a beautiful experience it was to the venue. It
Yeah.
was just simply
Yes.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Simply
The
gorgeous.
venue was beautiful. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I
So
truly, even before I won, I truly felt like a queen.
Yeah.
okay. Well, and saying that because you both said the same thing pretty much, right? So what was your most memorable memory or experience going through the pageant?
Winning, of course, Alice.
I know, right? I know, right? There we go. Winning, winning. Yes, definitely winning. Oh my God. Nobody did the ugly cry, but I did. So
I wanted
um,
to, Alice. I did. My husband saw it, but when they announced my name, because I didn't think that I was gonna win, and when they announced my name, my mouth literally dropped, and I'm
there you
just,
go.
did they just say my name? So I was just in shock. I really wanted to do that ugly cry, Alice.
You was trying to
And
spare
Davita,
your
how did you
makeup.
feel when they
Right,
said your name,
exactly. Save
Davita?
my makeup.
Right, Davita, how did you feel when they said your name?
Shocked. I didn't. I was super shocked, and it's so funny because somebody said you act like you weren't happy when I said I was really happy. My feet hurt. My feet hurt. I had been in heels since 8 a.m.
Right.
I was ecstatic.
Right. That is true. That is
Yes.
true. What was
Uh,
your favorite part of the pageant? Let's talk about
okay.
that.
So my favorite part of the pageant was when I stepped out on stage in my emerald green dress.
Ooh,
Yes,
And
yes,
ma'am.
my
girl.
daughter was standing at the foot of the stage, and she was like, and she waved, and I waved back, and they caught that picture.
Really?
Yes,
Oh.
they caught that. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. When I actually saw the picture, that's when I cried. Because I mean, the way her face looked when I stepped on the stage was just like I was Princess Tiana. Like, she was just like, oh my God, my mother's beautiful. That was the expression on her face. And when I got home the next day, she kept saying, Mommy, you were beautiful. And your dress was beautiful. And the green dress was beautiful. And she was just going. So that was my highlight, just to see her. And if nothing else made it worth it, that moment right there was just like, I just changed her life.
Does she want to be in the pageant too now?
Yes, she can't wait.
Oh.
She can't wait.
Are you ready for her?
Listen, whatever it takes, that's what we're gonna do. I only got one, so them boys can tumble
April,
and slip and throw as many
I know.
footballs as they need to. I only got one girl.
Yeah, see, you're blessed because you had ended up with five boys. Five girls instead of five boys. You would have been,
Wow. Yes.
In
yeah,
trouble.
in trouble. So, April, what was your favorite part of the pageant?
My favorite part is when I stepped out as Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
Yes, my alter sexy
Yes.
ego. So that's the side, that other side of me that I want to, to come out. And I thought I brought, especially when I heard my husband,
I know. I was going to bring that
screaming.
up. Yes. Yes. I'm like, was that your husband that was just he was all out there?
It was her husband and her biggest fan.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, he is. So that was my favorite part because I love the dress. I got it altered just, for me. And that was my favorite part coming out because I'm like, I brought that. I brought it. Yes.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you really did. That was totally awesome. All right.
Yes.
So we are in recruiting season of the Beyond Beautiful World pageant. Okay.
Mhm.
So those who don't know, once again, this is Jan with Alice, and I'm your host, Alice. And I have the beautiful ladies of the winners of the 2025 Beyond Beautiful World, Aprell Fullerton, Miss Sapphire 2025. And I also have Davita Sauls, Beyond Beautiful World 2025, Miss Emerald. Um, with the recruiting season being out there, what do you think would be advice for someone who's stepping, saying, I'm not going to do it. I want to do it, but they're just scared. So what would you say to them to get them to come aboard?
I would definitely tell them they won't regret it.
Mm-hmm.
Just think of all the people that they can inspire and that they
Yes.
will touch and stepping out into the world and showing them, because this is this is gonna be international. It's gonna be big. It's gonna
Yes.
be big.
Yes.
Yes.
And I would definitely tell them that, you want to be a part of history. because this is history in the making.
It really is. April,
Yeah.
what advice would you give?
My advice would be it's life changing. If you like lack self-esteem or confidence, I believe this is the opportunity, for you. So not sit in that fear that you can't do it, and just, again, as I said before, believe in yourself and just go for it, because excuse me, it's a life changing experience. It will change your life forever. So just do
It
it. Yes.
do it. Yeah, and
Yes.
it's
Do it.
scary. And I'm not.
It
I would
is.
never say it's not scary. It's
Absolutely.
scary. You know.
Yes. Yes.
Listen. If anyone look, the Beyond Beautiful World pageant celebrates
Yeah.
women of all backgrounds and
Mhm.
empowers and celebrates the women of all backgrounds and empowers
Yeah.
them to live with authenticity. I can never say that word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Celebrate their achievements and fulfill their goals from 21 and up. If you are interested in joining the pageant this year, we welcome you. Right at the
Absolutely.
bottom, you're going to see the website. Just go to the website and get yourself registered. Okay. If you want to reach out, you can reach out to Davita, inbox her, inbox April, and ask more questions. If you like, okay, they're telling a story. They're lying. They were scared. They what is it
We
that
will
I need
tell
to
you
do?
the truth.
Yeah.
But you know
And I
what?
will tell
Here's
you
the
the truth.
thing. Sometimes you have to do things scared. You have to do
Yeah.
things scared.
Yes.
The first
Yeah.
time you got on the road to drive, I'm sure you was not that confident.
Absolutely.
Sometimes
That's
you
it.
just have to do things scared.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
That you're right. You got that driving. The first time you got on a plane, all right. First time you went on a trip by yourself, you were scared, but you
Yes.
did it. Right. So, hey,
Yes.
listen, it's Beyond Beautiful World .com. If you have any questions, just send a note, go over to the contact page and send a note, and we're happy to give you everything that you need. Because I'm
Absolutely.
telling you, we're gonna make this, and you could be anywhere in the world, anywhere from
Yeah.
Ghana to California. All right.
Yes.
If you can make it here, we got you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you definitely have the support.
Yeah.
Definitely have the support. Like she say, if you want to inbox me, I am open to any questions. And
Absolutely.
yes,
Yeah.
I was scared to put on heels again. Okay. So, but I did it.
That
Absolutely.
is it.
Yes.
Listen, our mission with the Beyond Beautiful World pageant is to dedicate uplifting and supporting women in attaining aspiration as well as contributing to their development, okay, of young ladies across the world. All right. So join us. Come on. You
Yeah.
will not regret it. Not at
You
all.
will not.
You will not regret. Look at these ladies. They're happy. Yeah. And then and they told the truth. They said it was hard. They
It
thought about
was.
walking away,
Yes. Several
but they
times.
didn't. Not several times, April. Okay.
Okay, maybe once.
Not several times. But even so, you still had your sisters that
I
supported you, right?
did. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then the support of the directors is something that you
Oh,
will not get probably with any other pageant. The support from the directors,
Yes.
Rita and Pam, is the best thing ever. They will be with
ever.
you every step of the way. They will not let you walk this journey by yourself. So if
No.
you're thinking about it, come on and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get ready to wrap up. But and just to have a last say, all right, it'll be Miss Sapphire first, and then we're gonna have Miss Emerald. Um, what are your final words? And please include um delegates who want to come aboard with us. All right. Go ahead, Miss April.
Yes. So for, again, ladies who are thinking about being in a pageant, or you never thought that this is something that you could do, like myself, my advice to you is just come join the Beyond Beautiful World family. We will be happy to have you, and we will be with you and support you every step of the way. So come join
Yeah,
us.
come join us. That's right. Miss Davita.
for anybody who's looking to or thought about or dreamed about or dreamed of doing this one day, come on and do it. You have the support.
Yes.
You have the support of everybody around you, and it's unmatched. We'll pull you through. Do it scared and leave it on the stage.
Yeah, that believe me, what these ladies are saying is very, very true. You know, you're gonna have the support, and I know it was scary for me to do it. So just to step out, right,
Yes.
and didn't even think that I would win anything, and I became Miss Sapphire.
This beauty pageant made me stop saying, "Oh, I never win anything." You know how you go places and you get in a
Right,
raffle,
Correct.
and you're
Yeah.
like,
right,
I don't never win. I'm just gonna support.
right,
This beauty pageant made me stop saying, "Oh, I don't never win nothing," because I
right.
did win,
Yes.
and I was
You did.
worthy. I was worthy
And you
of
know
it.
what? I believe each lady will feel that, even the ladies who didn't win, that's not in the court, the Queen's Court, they will probably say the same thing. And I'm just going to put it out there. I believe they will say the same thing. You know, it's not about the crown itself. It's about the love and the support and the sisterhood that we all finally love. You know, that we love so much.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
that was the biggest winning ticket. The
Yes,
sisterhood
that was
that developed.
the support from your
sisterhood.
sisters.
Yes.
The
Yes.
sisterhood. You know, you have Courtney Richardson, who was Miss Beyond Beautiful World 20. She was 24. Okay. And then you have she was 23. And then you have Cocola Reynolds, who was Miss Sapphire as well. She was in our group. All right. And then we have myself. All right. And those ladies are actually ambassadors this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
myself, I am past Queen Coordinator. The organization, the Beyond Beautiful World organization, asked me to come on as a past Queen Coordinator. So I'm happy about that. So y'all gonna see me say it through the whole show. Sometimes they'll be like, Alice, what about the show? Okay, we're gonna talk about my queens, okay? What they did, all right, what they're doing, and how you can come aboard and do the same thing.
Yes.
Again, if you look at the bottom, you can see the website, which is www.beyondbeautifulworld.com. Go ahead, get the information that you need, come aboard. If you have any questions, just ask, and we're gonna tell you the truth. All right.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Miss I want to thank Miss Sapphire Aprell Fullerton 2025, and I want to thank Davita Sauls, Miss Emerald Beyond Beautiful World 2025, for coming on and joining the show with me. I am so happy. Look, this is the kickoff of my season, so y'all did a great job. Y'all did a great job, and I want to thank you all for coming. Listen, check out their social media pages in the description. I'll make sure that gets down there so you can follow them. Make sure you follow these ladies, so you, especially with the advocacies, with the veterans, and then the mothers. You know, these ladies are going to be doing some wonderful things to help each other, and then they're going to be working together. So we got to definitely follow them and see what they're doing, right? So we're going to get ready to get out of here, but before we do, all right, find your fire, be true to who you are, and whatever you do, inspire along the way, because that's how you're going to succeed, because we have to all do it together. All right. I'll see you next time. Until next time, this is Alice, and those are the queens. Let me put my crown on.
Yes, Queen.
Thank you for having us, Alice.
All right. So we'll see you next week on Jam with Alice.
Thank you for allowing us to kick off 2025 with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tune in and turn that volume up high. Jam with Alice will reach for the sky.